Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first update of Supercross 3.
Okay, so we got us the first update right here. This was released on February 10th, 2020, so just came out today. Quite a few different things have changed in the game. You might have noticed some things with the little update in-game, but you didn't really know like exactly what all has been changed. So I wanted to go in here on the little patch notes. You got to go in here on their actual website to find this. I didn't see the patch notes on Steam. Maybe they're going to put that out there at some point, but let's just check this out. So they had a couple of bugs with the game. Number one being they had a little issue with the Triple Crown stuff, so apparently they got that fixed where it wasn't giving you the right positions. They fixed anti-cheat for leaderboards. It says when it's too good to be true, it's probably not true. Our latest patch will fix a bug that lets some players respawn skipping some parts of the track, and our new anti-cheat system will automatically block any unrealistic load times. Got to play fair, guys. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So they added the tear-off system back in, which was in some of the other games. So kind of cool. You see the little goggle thing in there now when you go in there. So, yeah, wow, kind of cool. Okay, so that's going to be probably a lot more of a thing when you ride with the rain mode on and in the mud mode, right? So, minor rider animation improvements, okay? So this was one of the big kind of weird things about Supercross 3 when it first came out, and some of the early things a lot of us had seen. You know, the animations of the rider just looks a little wonky, a little goofy. Like you'll see the arm like glitch through the bike and shit like that. You know, it'll just look insane. Look like you got to do it on some crack, just spazzing out, right? So a couple of animation issues. Kind of cool to already see them tackling that right here on the very first update. And this is an update that's literally coming out a week after the game. So that's fairly quickly, I would say. So they say things just got even more real. We enhanced some details and introduced new animations to enjoy an even more realistic experience, a more natural and lifelike posture of the rider during race, because from great details come great victories. Kind of confused why this wasn't already done before the game came out, but okay. Other improvements, you know, future add-on support, minor online fixes, minor UI fixes, minor graphic rendering improvements. So they had a multitude of different other bugs where, like, your number wouldn't show up. Couple other little bugs here and there. There's been a few of them, right? I'm not going to sit here and lie and pretend. Like, there's definitely been a few bugs here. So it also says if you want to continue to support us, customer support. That's what I've been doing in these videos for the past 5 years, Milestone. But, yeah, dog. So, yeah, cool. I did notice that whenever I actually got in there and rode around. So let me get in game, just kind of look at a couple of these things. And just letting you guys know, I'm going to be uploading a crap load of videos on this game in the near future. So if you don't have that notification bell turned on for my channel, you're definitely going to miss some notifications. YouTube gets a little weird with that when you start uploading very, very frequently, like 2 videos a day like I'm doing. You're liable to not even get, like, you know, half of the notifications for my videos because I'm uploading so much more frequently. So just letting some of you guys know, if you're missing some of my notifications, be sure and have me belled on there so that you get all those notifications for all these new Supercross videos. So either way, let's get in and check out some of this. So yeah, I'm automatically not noticing that weird, like, you know, where the arm would kind of glitch through a little bit and look really goofy. I'm starting to notice how that doesn't look bad like it did before. Just the overall, every aspect of the animation of the rider just seems more smooth, doesn't seem as bad. So I'm really happy that they had the realization and the knowledge to come in here and fix this very quickly, because this is a pretty weird thing about the game when it first came out. Just having really, you know, not quite polished, fully polished animations, kind of some weird buggy animations vibes going on, you know, kind of just looking like a weird, you know, like just not finished animations. Shit would be glitching around all over the place. You know, the rider arm would be glitching through. So this definitely looks a lot better. I'm not noticing any of those little weird glitchy animation vibes. So something that I noticed here, this is something they've changed. So if you can see right here, this corner, specifically on this motocross track on the compound, this didn't used to have, like literally right before this update, this didn't used to have all this grass right here. So when you actually race on this motocross track on this compound, the grass pretty much stopped like over here. You know what I'm saying? So what would happen is people would be coming through here. Let me get turned around and kind of show you what I'm talking about. People would be coming through here. Holy shit. All right. So people would be coming through here, and there used to be not any grass right through here, so people would cut through here trying to just cut the corner really tight, and then it would reset them, right? So they had a little bit of that issue. I wonder if they fixed the concrete tough blocks, but I just noticed this one little issue right here. You know, you basically... It's a little more visually understanding where the border of the track is and where you're going to get reset or not right here. Them, you know, bringing that grass a little further out of the inside right here. So that was really cool. Just a little change I noticed on it right there. So let's see. There's not any tough blocks anywhere on this compound because I am just in the full-blown free ride version of this. Let me go in there and see if they fixed anything on that. Man, I know the tough blocks has been one of the biggest, a lot of people, one of their biggest negatives to this game. And, like, I understand that the tough blocks are really annoying being so concrete stiff. Like, I get it, okay? But some people are acting like that just ruins the entire game. And that's not even close, dude. Like, I know the tough blocks are too stiff and kind of weird feeling. I know, okay? But there's times where it makes it interesting. There's times where it makes it kind of fun. Like when you're racing somebody and you know if you barely nick a tough block, it's going to whoop your ass. Like, there's weird times where it actually became kind of fun, but I know they needed to be more soft and not as like sturdy, instantly knock you off. Like, I get it, you know. But at the same time, some people, they reach for that excuse to be like, oh, well, Supercross 3 just completely sucks because the tough blocks are way too concrete. You know, it's like, dog, that's a small aspect when you really think about it, because a lot of these tracks are pretty wide in a lot of areas. So as long as you're not a complete idiot, you're not going to even be hitting the tough blocks. It's only on like some rare occasions, like on the national track where it gets real narrow, and some of the Supercross tracks where it gets real narrow, where you're trying to pass somebody up the inside and you fall off. I think really, as far as the old tough block thing is, really it's just more of they needed to fix where you would pop off going at a slow speed hitting a tough block. That was my biggest sort of negative with it. I think it was okay because if you're like wide open, fifth gear tapped into a tough block, you should go down. You know what I mean? Oh, that tough block, what the hell? It flew off into the abyss. You know what I mean? Like if you just rail into a corner full blast into some tough blocks, I didn't even fall down, of course. I think they might have actually fixed this a little bit because I do believe you would have fallen off there any other occasion. Let me see here. Let me get off of these double whoop. Let me just run into these. Of course, I jump over it. Hit that whoop perfectly to not even hit the tough block. Oh, man, it's funny when you're trying to hit tough blocks, you can't even hit them, but when you're trying not to, you hit them all the time. It's crazy, dog. Insane. So, yeah, you see that right there? Like, I think that's pretty okay when you're going fast to hit a tough block and go down and pop off the bike like that, because you just imagine in real life going fifth gear tapped into a tough block. You're probably going down, Haas. Like, I know it can be a little annoying in this game every once in a while, but, like, there's an aspect of that really, they're not that far off. I just think they need to fix, like, when you're going real slow and you pop off hitting a tough block, you know, that's really or like when you're going medium speed and you pop off hitting a tough block. I still think it should pop you off when you're going really fast, just not when you're going like a medium speed. Like that right there. That's specifically what I'm talking about. I was in like second gear, you know, probably going like 30, maybe 25 miles an hour, and it just instantly popped me off when I hit the tough block. That's where they need to improve on that. But I think, you know, when you're going really fast, it should pop you off like that. But when you're going slow, it shouldn't pop you off at all, and when you're going medium speed, it shouldn't really pop you off at all. It might be able to, like, you know, kind of make your bike do something weird and like almost lose control, but it definitely shouldn't instantly be popping you off when you're going mid-speed, like medium speed like that. So I don't really know if they've improved on this much or not. I can't really tell if it's much of a difference or not. I don't know. And it all just kind of depends on how you hit the tough block too. Kind of weird, but you definitely don't want them to be so squishy that you can hit them at any speed and nothing's ever going to happen and they just explode and fly all over the track. I don't know what game that was where it was like that. I almost think that was All Out or some shit. I don't even remember what game that was, but that was terrible. They need to not really move, explode and bounce all over the track. There's just a balance to the tough block system. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be a fear in your mind of hitting tough blocks to a certain extent, but you don't want it to be to where it's janky and you just barely kiss a tough block going medium speed and you instantly pop off the bike. There's a balance, just kind of a fine little balance to that whole aspect of the game. But either way, I just want to go over some of these little first update things here. I definitely think they can fix the tough block collision a little bit more, even specifically going medium speed. And even certain occasions when you're going really fast, there should be times to where you can almost ride up over a tough block like it's a damn log or something when you're going really fast versus the instant pop off, right? Should be some occasions you should be able to do that too. But either way, cool to see the animation improvements. Really happy to see that. I know that was kind of turning a lot of people off to this game. They weren't really happy about that. So cool to see that for sure. Damn, that's a little bit of a different rhythm. So, yeah, dudes, either way. You can go follow me up on Insta, add me on Snap, follow me on Twitter, add me on Steam, any of that kind of stuff, at Spencer Turley, no space, no capital letters. So, yeah, I'll add you back on all that. We'll get this shit popping off, boys. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the new fans. We're going to keep this shit rocking, keep it honest, keep it 100%. You know what it is, dude. So, yeah, man, see you boys on that next video. Later, dudes.